Shalom, family. All right. So we got chat up here. Testing this out. Hmm. Show chat view. Cool. Family that came in today. I usually don't show my face. This is my shirt right here that my wife had got me. So music I grew up listening to. I want to say shalom to the family. I'm going to tell y'all thank y'all for always being there to support me. Um, and I just, I want to show y'all my gratitude by coming on here and showing my face because I usually don't do this. And y'all should know that. So, I don't know what to talk about right now. But I'm grateful that Yahweh allowed some of the things that we have been praying about to come to pass for us. I don't know if y'all remember I was listening to Brother Willie D. Page, and he was talking about the Diddy situation. And I wrote up on his video and I said, I'm glad that I didn't join the lynch mob to go against P. Diddy's freedom. Now we know we have biblical laws and we got the laws of this land. And they say that nothing in the Bible can be used to defend yourself in the court of law. So they had to defend P. Diddy off of the laws on their books. So the laws on their books say he is innocent in that area where a lot of people was going around trying to find a way to get him locked up. And I just thank y'all for that. Now on Sister Vicky Dillard was talking about Elder Farrakhan had sent out a cease and desist letter for the Fox News channel because of what they were saying about, all the stuff they saying was going on. And they sent out a cease and desist letter. And Fox News done turned off of the comments off of the channel. So y'all make sure y'all go and check up on that story. I share that story with Sister Vicky did with Africa Diaspora News channel. And she also has her own channel as well. I wanted to talk to y'all about that a little bit. How can a person take a job, explode a car? How you gonna get paid for a job like that? That's something else I want y'all to think about while they is trying to figure out this terrorist organization. Who takes a job? Is anybody on this live? Will you take a job to jump off of Mount Everest? And they say if you jump off Mount Everest, we're gonna pay you, and you a good steward to this religion. We know. Now, it might change in some kind of ways, but we know that our people is not likely to go and take themselves out. Even when you read inside of the slave narratives, them people weren't trying to take themselves out. We believe a lot of us believe in the Bible, and they've been making laws, imposing those laws on us. A lot of us believe in the Bible. We believe in a normal family, and they've been making laws against that. So we need, the Bible teaches against homosexuality, and they made it look like we was being doing something wrong for continuing our classes on homosexuality. And something ain't making sense. Let me say shalom to the family so I can see if it show up on here. It's the first time I'm doing a video live on here. Barakatah. There you go. So if you write me, I'll be able to see it and know. But anyway, and another thing I want to talk about that I wasn't able to come on here and hit on. There's something else that's going on right now. They say, according to a sister, she did a story, and it's on my home tab, I think, on my where you can go down and see the stories that I share. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but the sister was talking about how it take a lot of water to make those batteries operate and work. And I believe I just saw a story, the batteries to operate and work for ChatGPT, and they say it's taking billions of water to make it work. And someone was showing on there how it take like a bottle of water for every search. And I don't know how many ChatGPT users is out there. And so it's taking all this water, and then you got the people in California, they're on a water strike. So what's going on is that they preserving water, so they say. But this company that's in California and some rich people, they got their whole pool full up of water. Just fill up their pool full of water. And the people in California is saying that their houses and stuff is burning down. So if you know, if there's anybody in California that's going through this currently right now, I pray that you would start speaking up more if you haven't been speaking up. I was listening to Brother Idi Amin, I believe yesterday or the day before yesterday, with the Outlaws. I was listening to him talk about the situation that's going on down there in California. And it's just a lot going on over there. And so they got people water turn, they turning your water. You know how in Africa they say they turn off their lights? This is what I gather from it. Like in Africa, they say they turn off their lights at a certain time. Well, in California, they say they turning off the water to preserve water, but they funding this. The sister was saying something about how they trying to purchase. ChatGPT company is trying to purchase allotment of water from the company, so the people in California can't afford all this. So they cutting their water. The water come on at a certain time. The people in high school, I heard somebody saying that the water that the shower got a timer on it. You gotta go in there and hurry up and get out and certain type of stuff. But ChatGPT is getting billions of dollars worth of water. And my light bill when I was staying with my grandma, because I took care of the light bill for grandma and other people in the family, they helped with bills and so what. So when I was staying with my grandma, I remember when I paid for the water, it wasn't, I mean, the cheapest water was like $50, maybe $30. You know what I'm saying? That's your phone bill. Now, If ChatGPT is pulling, and my grandmother had a full house, extra room, no extra room, but the house was full. And all of us, if we use that water as a family, it didn't run us no more than about 50 or 60 and maybe sometimes $15. If ChatGPT is pulling 100, I'm sorry, $1 billion worth of water, and it might be gone up by now, depending on how many people's pushing in that search engine. And you look at the fires going on in California. Who's over, like I was explaining, talking to a brother on Bigo about, because I don't go over there to look at other stuff. You know, I might go on there and say hey to brothers and sisters that's on there. But on Bigo, I was explaining to the people on there, I said, so if it take that much water, who's over the water department in California? Why is they allowing people not to use their water? See, when water is not being used, then we see the catastrophe that's going on. What other place do you see a whole place get? Can you imagine if Washington, D.C. did that? And the whole Washington, D.C. was burning down because all the water is being pushed inside of a power plant for ChatGPT. Think about this. So it's people that done died off of this. People that lost their homes off of this right here. I don't have to stay in California to know that my people is over there and they saying they losing their houses. They saying that it's people over there dying. And I said this on Bigo. White people and black people, if you want to, that's your classification. All of y'all need water to live. How far is this racism thing gonna go? Because racism ain't nothing more than classification of people by colors, which means that if you white, come close, and if you're black, get by. And if a person say, I don't believe in that though, black people, but you say black people because we're not calling ourselves by our blood ethnic makeup. So we just keep saying black and white. So if I say Japhet and Hamites and Shemites, then people gonna say we ain't included in that unless we say we Ham under the Canaanite curse, because that's where that doctrine came from. It did not come from no Bible prophecy saying that Canaan would go inside of the four corners of the earth as slave, unless you was talking about Israel, because that's the only one that state a person that's going inside of every nation of the earth as captives. And in other prophets like the Apostle Paul and them may say, and Yeshaya was very bold, Isaiah was very bold and said, Jeremiah was very bold and said. So in different prophets, they may give you a deeper glimpse inside of it. He say that Israel would be the one to go inside of slavery in the last day. Messiah said it in Luke chapter 21. Now, he said, you don't have to, if you don't believe me for my work's sake, because a lot of us ain't going to believe that a man walked on water. A lot of us not going to believe that a man raised the dead. A lot of us ain't going to believe that a man healed somebody from being blind by laying his hands on their face after he done spit on the ground. A lot of us want to fight somebody over something like that and took the mud that made out of clay and put it on the man's eyes and the man was able to see. A lot of us ain't gonna believe that if a man spit on the ground and put his finger in there and dipped the man's tongue with the spit in the mud that he made. A lot of us ain't gonna want to believe that. But think about this. Can you believe what he said about the prophecy about the slave ships? Because if there's a nation that went inside of slavery on slave ships, you should believe that. So Israelites and maybe some Hamites and maybe some Japhethites, houses is getting burnt down in California. And there needs to be something, there needs to be an order or something that need to be done so that these people that's paying for their water, they should be able to get their water so that California can stop burning down. And when you look at how leaders run the thing, that could be a judgment coming because of a leader. So if somebody say that's the wrath of Yah, okay. So if your leader leading you wrong, who wanted that leader that's burning, that's allowing? And I'm not just gonna put it can't be on the mayor. Who did the mayor put over the water department? Did she put, is this somebody that's over the water department? Is this anybody that's in government that know who's over the water department in California? That people, if you can't water your grass, and if you can't bathe and all that like you need to, and if the only people that can have water is the rich folk, and why is Keisha Cole's house burnt? I mean, somebody was saying that Keisha Cole's house had got damage to it. So what I'm saying, see, this is what I'm talking about. Somebody need to look into this because this don't look right. It's people dying. So that smoke will kill you. And somebody need to be a leader and do something about this. This is a darn shame that people is losing their houses. Wildfires is burning. And if it was a wildfire, then it was done by natural means. I get that. Where's all the water from the lake going? The water supply. Where's all the water at in California? Something ain't right and something ain't making sense, and somebody need to be a leader and do something about this. The fireman say he got to go to this place first. You next in line, and it's a fire burning up right behind the brother house. Preserving water. Come on. Come on. So this is what I want to come on here and say. I've been on here for 17 minutes. I would like for the family to like and share this. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. It'll show me that I'm doing something, and what I'm doing is reaching people. For the people that came already, I want to thank y'all. If you come in, I can't see it. And let me check to see if I can see. Okay, I see. Shalom to the family that's on Facebook, and to the family that's on forgot the name of that app. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I want to say thank y'all family for coming. And that's all I want to say today. And I'm finna leave off of here with that. Please like and share. That'll let me know that all of the efforts that I'm doing is not in vain. That I'm not just doing something, but that it's actually making some kind of impact in somebody's life. Because if that was me going through that, I would want somebody to say something and not keep their mouth quiet, because they're afraid that they might lose support, or they may not gain support, or their career ain't gonna go nowhere, or they gonna get shadow banned, or they gonna get blackballed, or whatever. Family, we need to be a family. We are a people. And we say that when Messiah come back, that he's gonna make those who were the tail the head. And we need to be able to be leaders and not followers in everything. If you're a leader, then a leader know that it's time when you need to stand up and speak. If you don't have anything in your hand but your words, give it. Family, I can have all of the resources in the world, but if I'm not wise, if I'm a wasteful person, all of the money in the world won't mean nothing, because I'm not going to put it in the right place. I'm just somebody that know how to make a lot of money, but all I care about is myself. And I can't help nobody And I'm finna leave with this, the same thing that I had left with on Big O. Before I had to get off of there and go back on. The rich man went to Messiah and asked him, Master, what must I do that I may have life? And I'm finna just jump right to the point. Messiah said, take all of your wealth, sell it, and go and give to the poor. Take up your net, take up your cross, your tree, your lynching tree, and follow me. The scriptures say that the rich and Messiah was saved. And that's where that scripture come in. Scarcely for a rich man, it's hard for them to enter into the kingdom of heaven. It is like a camel, a gamal, going through the eye of a needle. The needle was the place of the entering of the city. That's hard to go in with the camel. It's not the camel's gate. So it's hard to go in with the gamal in that gate. And that gate was called Scrape. It's hard to go in the Scrape gate with a camel, with a gamal. He said it's hard. And if we knew how that looked, if that gate, if that wall wasn't broken down, then we would be able to know it culturally. But since it was broken down, now we just have to see it in our mind or ask y'all to give us wisdom to show us how did the temple look. Because if he didn't want us to know how it looked, if he didn't want us to know the design or anything, he would never say anything regarding what was going on culturally at that time. And how did he know that the children of Israel, specifically the tribe of Judah, the southern tribe, would be scattered in diaspora as slaves in the last day? And Brother K. Judah and them been showing that Yerushalayim was a mixture of all of the tribes, of the northern and the southern tribe that was staying there. So he want us to study to show ourselves approved. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth. This is what we need to do. In order to be leaders, we need to have our heart changed so that people can understand. So a leader is supposed to lead. Look at Solomon. He was a leader. He was taught by Yahweh and didn't keep all that richness to himself. But out of the treasure that Yahweh gave to Solomon, even to Dawad, Malak Dawad, they used what Yahweh gave them and they expressed it. Sha'awal expressed what Yah gave him. He didn't keep it inside of him, even though he was a man of the law, one of our officers back in the day. And he thought that he was following correctly. Because when the time of visitation came, he didn't see it. Just like the prophet said that it would be. Because if that would never happen, then that's not the Messiah. So there were many leaders that could not see when the time of their salvation came. And they did it, not that Yahweh forced them to reject Hamashiach in them. There was no understanding in them. And Yahweh he taught them. But the only ones that heard it was those who were of the remnant to hear. Those who were chosen. Because Yahweh already know the beginning from the end. That show you that when he say that only he said only the remnant gonna be saved. And he said if you confess, that you confess with your mouth, believe in your heart, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, then that's when you will get sealed with the reward. In dead works, but to live in new works. And this is what the apostle Yachanan was teaching. That if you love your brother, you fulfill the whole law. So if you love your brother and sister, you fulfill the whole law. He didn't just command us to love our brother. He commanded us to love our brother and sister. Because when you look at Hamashiach, he rebuked Yiqwaba Iscariot when he started saying that money could have been given to the money chambers and this and that and the other. And Yahushua rebuked him because he was trying to say that Mariam Magdalene was wasting the ointment that he anointed Yahushua, that she anointed Yahushua's feet with her hair. And he said, from the time that I came inside of this place, this Asha have not ceased to wash my feet. But he said, when I came in, you gave me no meat, you offered me no drink. But from the time that I've been inside of this place, this Asha have not ceased to wash my feet. Let her alone. What did he say to the two Mariams? One was doing all the work, and the other one was just sitting down at his feet. And he told that woman, the other Mariam, he told her, the one that's sitting at his feet, she chose the best part. So Mariam was doing all that work to try to get the kitchen and everything ready, and the king was there sitting right there before her, and she was doing. Didn't she see that Hamashiach, he was able to feed all these thousands of people with 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread from a little boy? So we need to realize the time of our visitation. Let us not be like some of our ancestors was that rejected Hamashiach. But let us be like the good steward that heard the word. And even though some of us said, I'm not going to listen to that and I'm not going to do it. But what made that good steward is that good steward turned around and said, even though they said at first, I'm not going to do it, they turned around and did it. They turned around and did the right thing. But what's the wicked steward? The wicked steward said, I'm going to do something and never did nothing. Live, love, life with need. Shalom, sister. So let us be like the good steward. Connect in Rawak. Connect in spirit and truth. Amen. And family, I'm about to get off of here, and I hope that y'all got something out of this right here. All right. Shalom, Sister Malaka. Like I told y'all, I don't see all of y'all in there. But after I get off of here, I will go and please carry on this conversation underneath the video. Please make sure y'all make this go and get as many people as y'all can to come and listen to this word. All right, family. I ain't got no Cash App down there. I ain't got none of that down there. Only thing I'm doing is trying to tell the people that I want us to love one another. I want us to get along. And I want to say to y'all, shalom, and thank y'all for coming.